The Stanley Parable 2.
What? What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Oh, that's kind of a shock to Overwatch 2 right now.
Built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yes, taste the sequel. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I want to taste it.
Calling it the Stanley Parable
Taste
2
the
is
sequel.
just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Off painting,
Ultra
okay.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They're back. 2 doors. 2 plants.
2 brains. 2 monitors.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I feel that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New features.
2.
New content. Why is there a bus in a fucking theater?
Oh, look at that, too.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh man, I gotta hear this.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh man, I want to get doxxed. Here we go. Oh.
Jim.
That's dumb.
I should have clarified.
Your name's
now,
Jim?
The button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Of course.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Play along. I promise you. What? Okay, here we go. Let's take a
Jim
deep breath,
Dragon 124.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
That's my line.
As Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Yes.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am Jimming.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Oh my god!
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you! Do it again! Do it again!
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh,
right. So now
she's angry.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've... Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons, but I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'm gonna get well someday.
You're 12.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I'm not...
Or actually... maybe I should have... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Free new easy achievement. Here we go.
Oh my god, really?
I'm gonna get it right here. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Easy achievement, baby.
Pull lever,
get yours right now. Pull
achievement.
lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
It just works!
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
You
I'm not a wizard,
false
Stanley,
advertising.
But I guarantee it will
False
be fixed in the sequel
advertising,
to
man.
Atlantis.
Oh, the jumping circle's back.
You know
Oh.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
What?
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No, I can't.
I want jump circle. Wow.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
explored his
I can
hole
feel
and
it in
found
my
out it was
soul.
a tunnel.
It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Huh. Collectible.
Collectibles. Collectibles.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
No, collectibles.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
I don't know.
Wait.
How old are you?
That's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
I'm 13, why?
insert a few of my new...
Hold
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right,
Thank you.
perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, here we go. New Stanley Parable. Oh,
They will do.
begin the game. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is the start.
this is the start of the new game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Yes. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Then what?
Alright. Now go to the broom closet. Trust me.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yeah, step back a bit. It's trying to open. There you go.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every
The bucket wanted to learn how to roller skate.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
What?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room. lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No.
It needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
fuck?
Will go to any lengths
Close
to
it.
part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, is this leading to the beginning again? Or...
Yeah.
No.
What if we turn it
Already
on?
this was uncomfortable. Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible...
I need
But at the last
I've done
Bucket
everything,
jumped
but I
in and
need
pressed the button
4,000
to turn on the
watch hours.
controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly...
I got
an
steak.
image
What I missed?
appeared
What's going
upon
on?
the enormous
It was
screen.
blamed on the bucket.
Birds.
Silly bird.
Silly birds.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
Oh, silly birds.
That's such silly birds.
Silly bird.
Stanley
Penguins.
flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Yay!
turn
The
that.
contempt ending.
There's a Stanley figure.
Now pick up the...
Yeah, I said it already.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
How to be funny?
Comedic timing?
What is comedic timing? Tell me.
Comedic?
How do I be funny?
How
I
does
don't
it
know.
work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
No.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these
I hope
questions
so.
is yes. Let's dive
Okay.
deeper.
Alright,
If
let's
you've
get to
ever
it
told
then.
a joke or
One
made someone laugh,
Mississippi,
in all
Mississippi,
likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a
50 to
room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh,
Definition.
and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
And I'm gonna fart
Speak
into the
the
mic and
entire
you're gonna laugh
joke
after I
in no
fart,
more
so
than
that would be-
18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
What?
When the joke has
This is the
concluded, it is customary to
Optimal
inform
strat.
your listener that the joke is over by declaring
I got
in your
bullied.
loudest possible voice,
Yeah.
I'm
Get
Dunny
bullied more.
with the funny. Let's practice screaming, I'm Dunny with the funny now.
I'm Donnie
Donnie
with
the funny.
I'm Danny
Good.
with the funny now.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management,
got perfect.
which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to
I know
hand
it's
out
British, so you
surveys.
know.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were
Data.
throughout the joke is the
Data.
only way to grow or learn as a
Data.
Yeah,
comedian.
that's
An
what you
effective
said.
survey should be no less
No,
than
I say
10
data.
pages long
Cap-
and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal,
Like this-
you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our
war
lives
paper.
to this noble cause, just as our children
Oh, right,
must
yeah.
do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
Alternate universe where there was an alien
Goodness, this
invasion?
video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were
Probably
back
some
then.
YouTubers gonna
So
be
with
like,
that in mind,
deeper
I
meaning
believe the
between-
only way
in that
forward
video.
is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Yeah, let's go. We're the comedians here.
We are the comedy.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly.
The
No need to
bucket spoke.
overthink things.
We lost the bucket picture.
no.
Where'd it go? We lost the bucket picture.
Didn't happen to me. That's a glitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You ruined the joke.
The bucket picture's gone.
I really missed the bucket picture.
I want the bucket picture back. I wanted to know. I want to make sure that what I am holding is a bucket.
Yeah, this could be
sometimes I
a-
get worried if this wasn't a bucket, you know?
This could be
Here we
lasagna
go.
for all I
You ready?
know.
When Stanley and the bucket came
No,
to a
it
set
is
of
a
2
lasagna
open
for you.
doors, they entered the door on the left.
Go to the right. And then the ramp thing. Oh wait, this.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was
Wait, can you
supposed to be
plug
a
it back in?
build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing
Plug it
is
back in.
completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Oh, you
And
can't.
it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Alright, well, we'll keep doing that.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Oh, no.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and
Wait,
the
do it
bucket
again, do
came
it
to a
again.
set of 2 open doors, they
just
entered the
does
door on the
overlap.
left.
No, it doesn't.
Nah, it does something different.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I did it earlier.
Here we
just
go.
does it over
You
and
ready?
again.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they
Wait, what
entered
if
the
you
door
said-
on the left. No.
What if you said
You were
3 a.m.
supposed to
again?
go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not
What'd you
even
say?
look at the instructional
What'd you
video?
say?
I think this is
Sai,
all
what if you
covered
put
very
it as
clearly.
3 a.m.
There's no
again?
way I can make
What'd
the
you say?
comedic timing
What'd you
work
say?
now. It's
What'd
done.
you say?
The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to
it's
be
your fault,
ridiculed in the
Stanley.
community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Yeah.
I am pretty proud of myself.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your
That's
other
it.
prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No,
I am very in love with this bucket.
Is it the delivery?
The bucket.
Pale with shame.
The original
Pale with
ending is
shame.
more sadder.
Pale. What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Jesus
Getting away from
Christ.
making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Don't fall off.
Ratio?
Don't want to do that.
I don't want to fall off Ratio.
Where are you?
I don't know.
Stanley took the door behind him.
All of this shit, all of
Cassettes?
this shit.
They're cassette tapes.
Oh yeah.
You guys are too young.
Spooky ending. I still know
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
you
fuck.
guys are too young.
I still know what it is.
Cassette tape
This is
player
day
right
number
here.
295. Tape
Tape
number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
He's lost track.
Nothing feels
No.
real
He's lost
anymore.
track.
The longer I study this
He just needs better
bucket,
grip.
the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every
Yeah, true.
time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
The same.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
The black frog.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Fucking prostitution.
It's my golden ticket. But I have to
They
be
know.
careful, because
They know our
as soon as
secrets.
this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
The secret meaning behind this ending is the bucket is a demon spawn.
The bucket.
Wow.
Is it there? It is
Stanley was
there.
It's alright.
following directions.
What if
It's
I-
incredible he
so what if I
wasn't
just
fired years
fall-
ago.
Without the
down.
bucket. Without the bucket.
Ah.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path
what?
that it seemed the office had
What?
begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was
Take it
so
out.
far off the
Take it
beaten
out.
path
No.
that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh. Thank you.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly
What?
and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was
Yeah,
all
I mean,
just in
I didn't think
Stanley's
so
head.
either.
I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Wow.
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 But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Yay.
Now, what to do next? Stanley
You
wondered.
got it.
Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch.
What?
It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Oh.
After some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
I neglected the
It
cleaning.
unsettled the bucket deeply.
No.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
No. That was it?
Stepping in.
Ah. Did it. Bitch. You are now leaving. This door still closed? It is. Okay, now what? Walk into darkness. What? What the fuck is this? Huh? No. I'm saying farewell to the bucket? No. No. The most sensual bucket gesture I've ever seen. What is this? No. And it blasts off. No. No, not the bucket. The bucket's gone. What? No bucket. What? So this is supposed to be a new ending as well. Supposed to go over here, hit this button, and we go back up.
See, I don't know this one because I don't remember much of the first one.
Okay, so if I were to go back down, correct?
Right.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Is it?
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
It's the boss's office.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process. All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. Let's go back down.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
What? Oh.
No way. Is that it?
I don't know.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real
The agony!
thing. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think, to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
What?
Oh.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Oh, what?
Live on stage, or live on stage. All eyes on Stanley, the world's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it? The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. That's him.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling.
Almond,
and what
yeah.
it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
427.
I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Remember where you
It
came
looks
from,
like
your
they're ready for you.
coworkers?
Go get 'em.
Holy shit!
Oh, what the fuck?
I think I fainted.
No, I think you died.
No, I fainted. It was too much.
Anxiety attack. Oh.
That was it.